Hello everyone! This is my first live event, so let's see how that's going to go. Just waiting for some people to join the course here. I'm a little bit early. But yeah, in this event I'm going to explaining a bit more what I do and also about the online courses that I have. But I will give people just a few moments just to log on, and then if there's any questions or any comments, then please let me know and I'll be happy to answer any questions regarding to the whole therapy or what I do. So we just give people a moment, like I said, and we should be ready here 1/2 to get cracking on everything. So yeah, I don't know where you are based in the world, but I am based in Torremolinos, which is the southern part of Spain, very close to Malaga. And today we had an absolutely beautiful day, nice blue skies, 20 degrees, and then at night time it does get a bit colder. And I guess we're still in February, so that is very normal, of course. So yeah, let's just get started here. Yeah, like I said, I am Peter Julius. This is the first time I'm doing like one of these live events, and it's a bit strange because normally I have people on the screen at the same time I can interact with. So it's a bit more like I'm talking to myself, but please feel free to leave any comments or anything like that, even if you're watching it on a replay, the recorded version, and I'll be happy to answer you as soon as possible. So basically I am doing something called ACH, which is also stands for Advanced Conversational Hypnotherapy. So what we do, we help people with mental issues, any addictions they might have. I myself specialize in alcoholism, addictions such as drugs, self-confidence, fear of flying. That's one of the top things I'm specializing in. I can also help people with other things. I just need to do maybe a bit more research about that, but that's not a problem. Also with ACH, it's very deep conversational hypnotherapy, a bit more of a trance. And since I am working the way I'm working, I'm not working per hour, I'm working per session, just so you're aware of that. Very often a traditional therapist, they will see you for like 1 hour at a time, next week and so on, going on and on. No, I do it differently. A session takes the time a session takes. The fastest session I have ever done was 1.5 hours, and the longest one was 3 hours. And the price is the same because our work pay off results. So if you need another session in the future, you let me know and I will not charge you for the same issue again. Very often when we get into the whole root cause of your problem, many more other things mentally are going to resolve themselves. So actually it's a pretty good package deal, if I must say myself, except how can I put it, how can I give an example? If you go to a traditional therapist, they will say, I have stress and anxiety. They'll be like, okay, great, so we are pulling out all of the stops, all of the books, all of the notes of stress and anxiety, and we'll work through that. For some people that works indeed. For many other people, my experience, it doesn't work because we are all unique people and we all experience stress and anxiety in a different way. So the way I do it, I say, what is the problem? I know deep inside, and this is a little secret, that is the symptom. So I'm going to find out what causes you, for instance, to have stress and anxiety. What is the root cause? Is there anybody else involved in the whole thing? Or if you're drinking too much alcohol, what causes you to do that? So we really go into a very deep conversation. And because we are doing it per session, we are getting so much deeper. So actually we are reaching around 4 or 5 traditional therapy sessions in just one go with the techniques that I'm using right now. An example, I had a client, and for the first hour he was talking like fluff, 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 as I like to call it, nothing really that we could use. But then in the second hour and the third hour, we were really talking about the really deep stuff where we had to find the root cause. So that was so effective, and I felt so good after to see the change in my client already after one session. So that is absolutely incredible that that this type of therapy can do it this way. And so I'm just having some notes so I'm not forgetting anything. So yeah, just remember, any issues is unique to you. So if someone says, I'm bringing out all of the books, all of my notes from what I have learned, run away. I don't want to get into trouble if you're seeing another therapist. Maybe it works for you, maybe not. Just be aware of how I'm working. The courses that I'm actually doing at the moment is a group therapy course. It's an 8-week course. Starting, the first one I'm going to take is I Promise. It's a nice little booklet. I don't know if you can see it. I have created it myself, so you cannot find it online anywhere, and you cannot buy it on Amazon or anything like that. And in this course, there's going to be 24 different promises. Just to mention some, one of them is a self-care, gratitude, learning, kindness, positivity, mindfulness, empathy, creativity, courage, patience, self-reflection, connection, optimism, and joy. Just to give you an idea what we are going to do. So each week we are going through 4 different of the promises. I'm also going to be explaining to you in this little booklet, what does it actually mean to be positive, or what is joy? Because my time with clients, I have noticed that very often they don't know what it means, or we interpret it in a different way. And I will also give some examples how to practice it, so you're not completely just like thrown out there in the deep end if you don't know it. And then the following week we are going through it as a group, the 4 different promises that we have been talking about the previous week, and we take the 4 next ones. And also when you join the course, I will send you this booklet as a PDF, and then you can print it out. And there's even space, as you can see, don't know if you can see it, where you can write all of the questions down. So I think that's very helpful and useful. And of course, there's always going to be someone in the class who wants a little bit more. And of course, I have also thought about that. So this is like if you really want to give it full power. Give you some examples. I want you to start the day off. Like I tell all my clients, it's always good to start the day off on a positive note. That positive note could be, what are a few things or 3 things that you're grateful for from yesterday. Write them down in this little booklet or wherever you want. And I want you to use pen and paper. No more mobile phones, no more predicting scripts, text, and all of that. No, write it with your own handwriting, because then it sinks in very deeper and you have to think about it, instead of you just typing out a few letters and the phone or computer will just predict what you actually want to say. So this is very important that you write it down on a piece of paper. And also in the evening, you can reflect on how you were generally feeling today, and what you would have done differently if you were giving this a second opportunity. It's very good to self-reflect what's going on in your life and in your mental health. So yeah, this was I Promise little course starting on the 29th of February to the 18th of April, and that's going to be every Thursday night, same time as this live event, 7:30 Central European time. So I don't know if you are outside of the Central European time, then you might have to do a little math or do a little bit of Googling. So moving swiftly on to the second one, is called The Support I Need. They would also contain the 24 promises that I just talked about. But this one is a bit more near and dear to me. And the reason why it is that is because this is a booklet where people who have an alcohol problem, alcoholics so to speak, people who go to AA, I think they have an alcohol problem. So I have also included a little more modern way of the 12 steps. Because when I first joined AA, if you didn't know that, this is me, in case you can see it. That's me. September this year, I was a little bit of a drunk, I must say, and it was just going downhill, and I don't know what I would have done if I have not found AA and found a good therapist and have good supportive people around me. The things about AA, I think they're very good. I think it's very helpful, very useful, but I think it needs to be modernized a little bit, my personal opinion, and I think you can just add a little extra. So I think about it, how can I give you a good example? You know, a regular vacuum cleaner, a Hoover at home, it's been invented for many, many years. And then Dyson came around and just made it even better. So they did not create a new vacuum cleaner, they just made it even better. And that's what I have done, I personally think, with my 12 steps. Here we will just go through 2 steps at the time, and also 4 of I promise, to be good to myself, to be kind, to learn something, to be creative. So that course is a little bit more, how can I say, focusing on if you have an addiction like alcohol and drugs. That course, it will start on the 28th of February and run through until the 17th of April, every Wednesday nights. Again, same time as this webinar I'm holding right now, 7:30 Central European Time. Also for those 2 courses, the price is the same. It's 50 euros per session. You pay the full package, and then we go through it step by step, so no one is left behind. And don't worry about if you don't do your homework. I'm not going to be an evil teacher and say, go and sit in the Nordic spot. No, I'm not like that. We're here to help each other, and I want to create a very, how can I say, a safe space for everybody, and everybody understanding what is going on. Again, we are unique people. We experience different things on a different level, so that's very important for me. Almost done for tonight. Well, actually, this is the fear of flying course. The fear of flying is affecting many people. That can cause stress, anxiety. You can see a short video on my website, peterjulius.com/courses. I have uploaded a short video with an interview I did with a pilot. He's also a good friend of mine, 𝗀𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗍𝗍. He lives here in Torremolinos, and he works as a pilot. He's a first officer on a very well-known airline. For some reason, we are not allowed to mention it, but I'm sure I can do it if we are just the 2 of us, but it's not allowed when it's recorded, these days, trademarks and copyrights and whatever it's called. But I have made I believe it's almost 30 minutes long interview. Some of the questions, I'm like, what is the pilot actually doing when they're flying? Are they just drinking coffee and playing cards in flights, or what are they actually doing? What does cross-check mean? Why is the light dimmed during takeoff and landing? Can the plane actually take off if there's too many heavy people on board? And yes, it can. And also, is low-cost airline, are they just as safe as the bit more expensive? And again, yes, they are. And he will go in and talk a little bit more about the whole safety on board. And then later, I will go in and take the whole psychological part, where it is you can cause any stress or anything like that. It could be when you're booking your flight ticket. Is it the night before? Is it security? Is it check-on? Just to make sure that you are going to be a confident flyer. So that's also a very long course for you and me, and that's going to be individually, because I take confidentiality, I can't say it, I take it very seriously. So whatever happens, stays in the room, happens in the room, so to speak. I will not talk to anybody else about it, and you should not talk about your deepest fears and what's going on in your mind. It's better just to be open to me, and I would always, when I have a client in session, there will be terms and conditions, so we have everything in writing for both our parties, that everything you say to me will stay with me. And the end of that course, of course, you're gonna get a little present. And this is what I made. I don't know if you can see it here in the light. It's a certificate. I just made it for myself. I had to use one name. But actually, this is just for certificate for completing the course, Fear of Flying, and your name, and now you are a confident flyer. So I really hope that those courses is something that you can use and something that you like. If it's not for you, then please pass on my details to any of your friends or family members. The last thing I'm gonna be talking about the courses. It's interesting if you want to set up your YouTube channel, you want to be a YouTuber. Now, I just want to clarify here, I am not a YouTuber yet. I wish I would be one day. But there's many tricks how to set up your YouTube channel. Many people don't know that there's obviously you can put hashtags in the description. That's very important. Keywords are also very important, and they're different from hashtags. And also there's something called channel keywords. That is basically what YouTube's search engines are searching for once people go in and have a look for different subjects, like fear of flying, for instance, or it could be stress, anxiety, alcoholism, etc. Then YouTube are going scanning very quickly. Within a few seconds, they can find the video, and people will get to see your video. Also, I will show you how you can upload your logo, if you have one of those, to your video. So it shows on all videos. That's definitely showing professionalism from your side. I'm also going to be showing you how you can make a thumbnail, or some people know it as a cover photo when you do shorts. This is the short videos under 1 minute. And also how to add a description, because now when you upload a description from your mobile phone into the shorts, you can only write the title, you cannot write description. But I know how you can write a description up to 5,000 characters. So yeah, and I even noticed that some of the big celebrities out there, they don't even know how to use it. So I'm like, I know something they don't know. So that's very impressive, I would say. Also, if you want to open the YouTube channel and you are a bit unsure what you want to talk about, I also got you covered there, because I know what the public is talking about right now, what they're talking about on Google. I have all of those websites and many more, and everything is, of course, I use is free of charge. You only have to pay me for my time. So I hope it was very informative and you can use some of the information, and I'm getting a thumbs up on the screen from Camilla in Copenhagen. Hi. I just want to finish off with if the course is not for you, but you prefer to help yourself with your mental mind and learning a bit more about your feelings, emotions, and what's going on, I got you covered again, because I have 2 workbooks out. This one, Unbreakable, Healing Your Heart After a Breakup, and this one, Visualize and Feel Your Life, the Emotions and Feelings. These 2 books you can get on my website, or you can also search for my name in Amazon worldwide. The one about Unbreakable can also be used for people who just feeling bad mentally and want to change their mind into a bit more positive state. So just make sure that if you get this and you're not going through a breakup, it will still be a great help for you. But some of the quotes, some of the things in the book will be focusing on you and not the ex, because the ex is his or hers loss. We don't want to focus about them anymore. We want to focus about ourselves, because broken crayons still color. Yes. Another t-shirt. I don't know where you can get that. I got it. This one about feelings and emotions. It's a book about how to recognize your feelings and emotions and what they actually are. I have also included, and some of my friends make fun of me because there's a lot of photos of me. Don't know if you can see it. Making some silly faces is just so you have an idea what people look like when they're in this different feelings and emotions. So yeah, I hope you are going to have a fantastic evening. If you need any more information, please contact me here on Facebook. Send an email. It's hola@peterjulius.com. And I just want to say, have a good evening here from Torremolinos in Spain. Ciao for now.